Welcome back to an episode of This is Bennett, the Explorer. And we also have some strange things here that we can do. What's this? Hey, we can level her up. Isn't that interesting? We have a shit ton of Mora. Oh, not just that, no. There's also a friendship level up that we can perform on her, because she is now friendship level 10. Oh, look at that. There's 6. Oh, level. What do you even get for this? Let's see. An Amber Bunny name card. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And then you can click on that. Click on that. I don't want those. There we go. And we have this one. What kind of name card would I be really interested in? Like, this is a strange one. What do you need to do? For completing all achievements under Challenger Series 2. This one is quite mysterious. That's cool. What's a good one? What's a good one? What is one with this pretty interesting design? A birdie one, I would say. This one, Fischl. Or maybe the wolf, whatever. The problem is, those two characters I will probably not have in my squad for that long. So, and it's also not sorted by name, is it? Yeah, it's just all over the place. This is Noelle. She's in my squad. Then, what about Albedo? Shouldn't he be here as well? Like, achievement. And then you have your names for the specific characters. Like, yeah, Kiki, and Bennett, and so on. So, yeah, the huge thumbs up from Bennett. Where is Albedo? Or maybe Albedo's name card is connected to something different. Maybe it's a quest here. Ah, there we go. Albedo is not with the Geo theme. Albedo is with a bluish kind of theme. And then who else do we have? Amber is already done. Yeah, and then there's just Bennett. But we are just going for the swords because we're gonna kill. So, and I also wanted to say that I could finish the weaponsmith mission. What is it? I find some more Dragoontooth. Not just more Dragoontooth, we also got all of the ingredients, I think. I was hoping you'd swing by. Listen, before you go gathering all that Dragoontooth. Oh, I see you've already finished. My profuse apologies. But I've hit a slight snag. No matter what I hit this thing with, I simply cannot take so much as a sliver of it. It's almost as if it really were Dragoontooth. If so, then based on what I read, there are several rather specific methods to work with this material. One of them is to have the dragon's tooth absorb some sort of dragon-related vitality. Then use the dragon's tooth infused with dragon vitality to work the other pieces of dragon tooth into shape. But how to go about infusing something with dragon vitality? I haven't this foggiest idea. Any thoughts? Well, I actually know how to infuse something with dragon. Whatever, life force, because there's a beating heart. This is why you use this beating heart for. Interesting. I'll see what I can do. Great. Here, you take this Dragoontooth then, and I'll leave that whole side of things to you. If just the tooth caused this much hassle, whole dragons must be seriously complicated creatures. Well, so obtain a vitalized Dragoontooth, and the vitalized Dragoontooth can be found over here. Not just anything over there. Nope. It's the beating heart in the cave down there. Probably Paimon tells me something about ooh, we have to look around. Where's the entrance to the cave? I think you have to go even further down, don't you? Maybe it's further down there. Where was the bloody entry? So, now we are in here. Time for a little look around. Paimon doesn't even do anything. Obtain a vitalized Dragoontooth. Yeah, those two just respawned as well, but no. Where is the entry? There's the entry. You see the blood already down there? This is a... It's interesting that there are Fatui next to the dragon. Maybe they're also looking for a vitalization way. This deep voice of this Geomancer is just amazing. It's really creepy. Kind of reminds me of the black and white name calling. Oh, that was so creepy as well. Alright, how would I... There are also even more Fatui. Defeat all of the Fatui. Bam! Interesting. So next to the heart, there is an awful lot of heat. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet heat. Oh no. Okay. Let's defeat this one. And of course the last one will... Oh no, no, wait a minute. Until he... Come on, come on. I have to finish him off before he triggers his shield. There we go. Because those ranged enemies have a tendency to trigger their fire shield, and fire shields are, as I previously stated, not quite my forte, or at least not really that good when it comes to this build. Let's do some more damage here. There we go. So much damage. But the Geo Shield. Electric Shield is still there. Bam. Ooh. Come on. Just a few more hits and we got it. I could try to use some drop down attacks on this one as well. But no, it's done right now. Perfect. Anyway, let's go back to the whole... What am I gonna do with this thing? Do I just... A strange glow emanates from this peculiar object. Extract vitality with DRagontooth. How excited. Do I just stab it with it? I don't want to stab it with it. This strange object seems to be reacting. Let's hope this core is still going on. Defeat all of the Fatui. Yet again. Wait, there's some people coming. Not just some. 2 of them. Yes, this isn't what Paimon meant by unexpected. So your plans also involve the heart. And what do you want to do with the heart, Fatui? I think I know what they're going to do, because they live in a very, very cold environment. And having a permanent heat source might be quite useful. Okay, 1 out of 8 we got. What about the others? Do they just spawn, or do I have to fight? I think I have to fight my way out of here. Oh no, maybe the second wave comes if I have defeated those guys. Yet again. Okay, slim swing. It's not that much damage. Also, Noelle needs to be leveled up a little bit more. Like, I want to have her at least useful, so that I can swing the claymore to, again, destroy the shields that are all over the place. Thank goodness there are those scarlet crystal things. How much damage am I actually going to do with them? Come on. 1, 2, 3. Nope. One swing. It triggers an overload, strangely. No, the overload came from his shield. Okay, got this one. Ooh, ultimate. There we go. Oh, come on, it has a geo shield. Cheeky. Alright, another one. And there's, of course, the fire dude. Okay, let's focus down on fire guys first. Oh no, I'm getting into the cold environment again. Not quite what I want. Come on. There we go, got one. Ooh, Usagi Hacho. The good thing about this hammer user is that you can actually evade his attacks. It's not that... Ooh, not as annoying as this gun user. Let's say. Why don't I just use this one? I can't even get them off their feet. Alright, last one done. Paimon thinks it's finished now. Well, obtain a Vitalized DRagontooth. Oh. Okay, so I tried it, and then they attack me, and then I have to try it again. So, let's try this yet again. Interesting. Something looks a little different about this DRagontooth now, and it seems more ominous, too. Let's go back and give it to Orban. It has a strange glowy aura around it, which is sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's talk to Orban. To Orban. To Orban. And also, I should have looked around to check for some strange plates there. Strange plates there. I'm here about the DRagontooth again. Oh my goodness. The luster and the texture. You actually managed it. You infused the tooth with dragon vitality. Wow. You are one extraordinary individual, my friend. This is great. I've already got someone to handle the Star Silver. Give me a moment or two. I will get this weapon made right away. So, we have to get this one in there, this one in there, and of course we have to submit all 50 of these. Orban starts forging the weapon. Orban finishes the weapon. There, it's done. Here, hold that. How does it feel? How much do I owe you? Well, oh, don't worry about paying for it. The chance to work with these materials was a rare pleasure. No need to bring Mora into it. Alright, I'd say this weapon is ready for an adventure, wouldn't you? I hope you'll take good care of it. I hope so too. Only problem is it's a spear. Made out of dragon. And we can make this thing again. That's kind of cool. So these are actually the kind of quests that I like. So you don't just get the item, you get a way to make the item again if you want to. Without going on this quest again. So it's a future-proofing situation there. Alright, so let's see. Can we use this? I think we can't use the smithy with him, can we? Also, what is it? Who are you? Yada yada yada. Cold steel and so on and so forth. I think you can't ask him about the smithy. No, you can't. Alright. Let's see what we got. We got some interesting weapons. The only other 4-star weapon that I obtained till now. Also, I don't have any 5-star. The physical damage bonus on this one is pretty sweet. It's like this one, basically, but for a different character. The base attack damage might be the same. Hitting an opponent with normal and charge attacks has a 6% chance of forming and dropping an ice frost icicle above them, which is a really annoying effect. Dealing AoE damage equal to 80% of attack. Opponents affected by cryo are instead dealt damage equal to 200% of attack, and it can only happen every 10 seconds. And this is of course the step-by-step dragon spine spear. Use that to access it on the smithy, and now I can make this thing permanently. So, yeah. Reputation reward and Mondstadt. Wait, what? I can get a reputation. It's because, yeah, the dragon spine itself is considered to be a region of Mondstadt without all of the Mondstadt things that you can do. Just a little bit colder, a bit more windier. Anyway, let's get there, because every time you do a mission in this area, the Festering Fang, I can claim it. It's just, there's no reason to. The reputation level is already maxed out. I could, well, what's this one? Animal Treasure Compass, I got this one. And the waypoint as well. This is just nice. And also the wings, they are decent-ish looking. But I have to say that their normal wings still have the nicest look on them. Like they're not so over the top as all of the other wings are. Like there is a strange tendency on this multiplayer-ish kind of games to always go even fancier, even shinier. Everything is just colorful and like nothing has any. There's a certain style missing. That's what I mean. And the style only happens when you have well, something. Wait, damn it! Why can't I use that right now? There we go. Something like this. It's not over the top. It's wings. They're supposed to look like wings, right? They're not like any colorful wings or whatever. That's the thing. They have a certain theme to them, and that's what is cool. Also, maybe a slightly darker one would be pretty cool as well, like raven wings or something with a golden accent on them. That would be cool. Anyway, what do you have to say? No, it's not about selling. It's about getting things made. All right. Yeah, treasure compass, yada yada yada, and dragon spine. There we go. I was able to make 2 of them previously, the prototype star glitter and the crescent pike, and then with the quest you can unlock another version of it. It's pretty sweet. Only problem about this, drop by bosses. It says drop by bosses. What kind of bosses are we talking about? Because like bosses, there are different kind of bosses. There are world bosses, there are small like normal bosses like these ones here. These are also considered kind of boss enemies, but they're not dropping any weapon. And because someone else also played this game, like world bosses, one of them can be found here and the other one is, I don't know. I think there are only 2 world bosses. And then you can get those artifacts as well. The thing is, they have a really shitty drop rate. Alright, anything. I wanted to say something about the nice artifact that I obtained, and I could also try to level this up towards the maximum and check how the damage compares. So, this mask right over here. It has a competitor, and it is, yeah, this is interesting. I have a crit rate one, I have an attack one. I don't need the attack on Albedo though. Also don't need HP, attack, another defense one on there too, with good crit damage. That's the interesting bit. I have this one, as well as that one. What's the difference? This one has some crit rate on there at least. Anyway, I'm going for this crit damage here, to improve the damage as much as I can. So let's enhance this with, yeah, all of the 1 stars, all of the 2 stars, and so on and so forth. Let's see where we end up at. At least I was lucky and got some additional levels for it. What attack, come on. What other value would I have needed for defense percent? Defense, just flat out defense would have been good. Yeah, you need crit rate, crit damage, like crit damage as a main stat probably, crit rate on a secondary, then elemental mastery to get some interactions, and then defense, flat and percentage. That would be a really interesting item then, but yeah. Let's see, with a bit of luck I will also end up with fairly high amounts of crit rate as well. Let's see. I just don't know what the maximum crit damage value might be on this one, because it's already at 33. It could be at 50, similar to the percentage defense, but I thought it was somewhere around the 60s or so even. But yeah, let's see. It might be twice, yeah, level 11, 33, yeah, it's probably like 66. 66, 67%, something like that. Let's hope I still have some items left for this one. Oh, the defense, the defense. Only problem is I still need the chalice. And the chalice on Albedo is supposed to be a Geo chalice. Not an Anemo chalice, not an HP chalice, not any other chalice. It only is Geo. And the thing is, those chalices, well, they are, I think, rare. So they don't drop that often. And on top of that, there's also a certain certain stat that you need, the geo stat there. Oh, well, okay, the elemental stat itself is pretty rare. And on top of that, the geo stat itself is even rarer. So come on, let's get this one maxed out. I think I used up 200,000 on this one at least. So, nice. 62, okay, so it was quite right with the 63-ish, 66%. A few percentage differences. Anyway, this is the defense one with the 27, 20 something. Okay. When it comes to values, there's only a very small change. Like this one is 58%, this one is 62%, and then crit damage, crit rate, crit damage, crit... Yeah, the crit rate is always... okay, slightly lower. This one, of course, has flat defense on top of that. Okay, what I can do now is I can try to utilize it against a specific enemy. I need an enemy that can take some beating. That is also easily found. Let's fight against some ruin guards, I would say. I could also try to just fight against bosses, because that's pretty straightforward. Of course, there's a Lin. Oh, come on. I have to climb all the way up there just so Lin gets an apple or so. Let's see. She always needs some ingredients. Cooking ingredients, whatever. Sometimes it's an apple. I think I can't climb all the way up there. It might be a bit too much. Oh no. Why, Lin? Why? Let's check that out. It's probably too... No, whoa. That's pretty... Look at how he grips on it. It's like... like a gecko almost. There are not even any extrusions on the wall where you could at least have a rough idea where to hold on. Ah, it's Snapdragon. Let's give her a nice processor. There we go. Sure did. Perfect. That's for you. And we got 1000 Mora. One nice way of getting Mora. And also companion experience and so on and so forth. So if you want to level that up, that's pretty sweet. Anyway, the idea was to fight against the Ruin Guard, which is right around the corner. And maybe suck up on some berries. So where's the bloody... There, it's over there. And also there usually is a iron or like ore deposit right over there. I can just do this in one quick swoop because I have a certain routine with this. And I don't need to go to that location a second time. Anyway. Oh, wow. Alright, get that one all done. The thing is, I need to look at the level. Wait, this is like 8,300 that I can do with Albedo? Yeah. Between 7,500 and 8,000 something. That is against Helicals, just remember that. Are there any other Helicals? Yeah, there's some over there. Okay, let's try to fight against these Helicals. Because then I don't need to switch up that much. Defense crit damage. Switch to that. There we go. What about his... crit... Wait, what? 77 with... Oh, no, wait a minute. This is just the artifact stuff. There we go. 169.9. And the crit rate is 47%. Jesus. Is it because he's maxed out in terms of health? Yes. So every second hit is a crit, basically. And we increase the damage by roughly 20%. At least when it comes to the crit damage component. Okay, this was not a crit. 5,000. I don't know if that's even a good thing or not. I don't know. 2,000. I don't see any crits happening here. 6,000. Okay, I'm not doing any. 6,000. That's weird. I think I'm actually dealing less damage with this setup. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Okay, this defense value is at 1,800. With the other artifact, it would be at 2,100. So it is an increase of a sixth. What is a sixth? 6 is like 50% divided by 3, which is 15, 16 something percent maybe. 16% increase. Now about the crit damage as well. This is like 30%, but the crit rate itself did not really change that much. So yeah, I got a crit damage bonus of roughly 30%, but only every second crit on it is works. So that means that the increase in terms of damage is also 15%. So that's in the same ballpark, like a damage over time related, right? But overall damage, huh? Or at least I was adding onto it. That's a strange one. That is a really, 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 really strange one. I think I have to fight against some other enemy in order to figure that out. That's weird. And this is where the whole splitting your items into different categories thing comes into play. The categories that I mean is like you need some crit for sure, but you only need so much crit. Then you can focus on another stat. 1,000, 5,000, 6,000. 6,200 against an enemy with level 76. Let's remember that too. 7,500. Interesting indeed. So 3,000, 6,400, 6,400, 6,400. Okay. So I would, yeah, it's 6,400. Let's try another ruin guard. This one over here. Then I know exactly what damage is higher or not. The thing is, I could just put it into a calculator and get the higher damage value, but this is more scientific. Yeah, in the end, the percentage on the ability is always the same, the scaling. So the only thing that would be different in this case is the base stat, or at least the amount of defense that you use for the calculation. And the crit damage. The crit damage only works when you actually crit, so the higher the base, the better the crit as well. But if I just go for crit damage altogether, then that means the base damage gets lower. And it is shifted around a bit. And this is why I said it's only 15%, because only every second hit, let's say, roughly, is a crit. Therefore, the overall damage increase is so and so many percent, whereas with the defense thing... Oh no. There we go. Oh no. 2700? Oh, wait a minute. I did not switch the items around. And this one is 75 as well. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's hope that this thing stops attacking me right now. Perfect. So, let's switch it up a bit. This is the... No, I'm using the defense one at the moment. Wait, wait. That's weird. Really weird. Huh. Alright, now he has crit damage on it. Okay, let's try this again. So, what did I say about the whole helical damage? It's supposed to be somewhere around the... 1000. 6400. Need to burn down his shield. And also I think the helicals were level 80 or something. 7500. Yeah, just because they're really weak. Okay. I did somewhere around like 6400 damage against it. Let's try that again. The thing is, the high damage only happens when I crit. So, like the damage over time is the same, but the save damage is a different one. Okay, let's try this. Bam, 2000. 5300. Aren't I supposed to deal like 6000 damage at least? 5300. Roughly 2000. Roughly 2000. Why am I not critting? There we go. 5300. So it's slightly before. Let's run away again. Switch the items, and then we can see if it actually made a difference. It's interesting. Really, really interesting. There we go. $5,300? 5,300? 5,300? I think it was at 5,300 before as well, right? Huh. Or was it at 5? Yeah, it was at 5,400, wasn't it? 5,352. 5,352, okay. But also the base damage is higher, right? 5,352. Yeah. 2,400 instead of 1,900. And 2,700. So, because of the higher defense value, the high crit and the no crit damage goes up. And because of that, it's a general... Yeah, 6,400 again. If I would just get a shield off of him, that would be great. There we go. Because now I can dish out even more. 7,500. 3,000 even. Ooh. I think I don't even need to switch that. Because sometimes I can crit and sometimes I can't. The damage over time stays the same. But in this case, damage over time is only interesting for a character if you fight a boss for a very long time, so you can even out the damage. Or if you fight an awful lot of enemies consistently, so you also even out the damage. But let's say you only fight smaller-ish enemies every now and then. Therefore, you need probably a higher base damage to make them dead faster, right? And in general, higher base damage, if the damage itself is kind of the same, there's no reason to switch it. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So I don't need the crit damage on this piece of item. Maybe I just need higher defense altogether, and that is it. So what I need right now is a yeah, the other pieces. This one. Sadly, this is just HP. I would at least want this to have either defense or, well, it can't have. What's the clock? Elemental stuff. Yeah, the clock is usually elemental stuff. Like energy, recharge, elemental mastery, something like that. Defense. Actually, this one. That would be cool. Because there's no crit on there. Doesn't really matter that much. And then I can just change this mask with the other and see how the damage will change. Because let's say I will increase the defense to a certain degree, and then if it's high enough, it will be much better choice to get the crit damage on the mask instead of the defense on the mask. Anyway, this is powder. Yeah, come on. I got anemo damage, I got powder damage. What I want is geo damage. Because geo damage is another multiplier. It's like one multiplier is the defense, or like let's say you have already your defense value, right? Then like you have your base defense value, which gets multiplied by the defense percentage, and then you end up with your defense value, the overall defense value, like this one here. This is the base defense value, and this is what you get from the increase in defense with percentages and whatnot, which is a lot. 1,400. The artifact itself is 1,100, and then you get another 30% on top of that, because this set effect here, the 30%, are not calculated into this number over here. They only come into play with this number, I believe. And 30%, how much is that? 100 plus another 30%. 30%, a third of 600 is like 200-ish. Yeah, this is actually the difference, like 200, 300-ish kind of difference. And it's calculated from the base value. Like 30% of this gets added onto this, and both of them together will be added onto this, which results in 2000, roughly 200 defense. It's kind of strange that you just don't see this defense percentage in there. That's kind of iffy. Anyway, I need a decent chalice. Oh, this is so annoying. Like crit damage and crit rate, but anemo damage. Don't need it. Don't deal anemo. Do I think I might even have like a geo damage bonus in there. Where is it? Geo damage bonus. Yep, there's one. This one. And then there's physical. Yeah, there's. I could go with a crit percent increase in there. That would be sweet. And then of course this one. But yeah, the best one in here might just be... The thing is, if I would switch the HP amount, then also the heal would differ a lot. Because the heal in the heal circle is dependent on his maximum health. And any other character in my squad can also get healed in the circle. The fire circle of Bennett. Well, why am I talking about Bennett? This is not... And he also has the... Yeah, he just needs defense. Okay. Bennett needs this thing. Like, someone else doesn't... No. No. Why do I... This is attack, HP, defense. There we go. And there's defense. I could just take this one, level it up, put it on him, because there's no effect happening. It just increases the shield strength, but nah. No, I need the... What do I need? this piece effect here. Upon obtaining an elemental shard created through a last reaction, our party members gain a 35% damage bonus for the particular element. That is pretty cool. I just don't know if I should sacrifice the 30% defense on it though. That's the thing. That is the thing. Also, where is it? There we go. This value here, the 700, this is the base. It is calculated with the character's base defense, and also the weapons base values. This is why there's so much of a difference. Like, with a different weapon here, let's say a defense weapon like this one, there's actually only one defense weapon in there, right? Yeah. This is, with this one, the attributes might be a little bit different. Only problem in here is now I really don't have any more crit. And also the crit rate is pretty low. That's the iffy bit. I don't crit that much. That means the crit damage also gets reduced overall, but the base value might be pretty high. It's like, okay, what are we looking at? So what I basically have to do is like figure out how much crit damage that would be. Basically 100%. So I would deal 4,000-ish damage, 4,600 roughly. And if I would switch to this weapon, oh, no, it's not this weapon, it's this one. There we go. And this is 130-ish percent. And if I would crit right now, 130, 130%, which is also 2,100 on top of that, and 30% of this is 700, so it's plus 2,800. We end up with 5,000 defense value, like 5,000 damage. If it's just the defense calculation, and on top of this 5,000-ish kind of stuff, you also have to multiply the ability scaling, because then you end up not with, what did I say, 5,000 damage, you end up with a little bit more. Yeah, you end up with a little bit more. This is why it's so cool. Absolutely cool. But I think the this percentage in here is not, it doesn't really matter actually, because it's multiplied. So you can either put it at the beginning or the end of the calculation. Nothing would happen that much. But still, if it just is transient blossom damage 100% defense, that would mean it scales with 100% of the values. So this scales with 87% additional, so it's an 87% increase in defense. 87% of 5,000 is 4,000. So we should deal somewhere around 9,000 damage with this stuff, which we don't. Actually, sometimes we deal 8,000, so there might also come in some resistance calculations in there as well. So it is kind of all over the place. Only thing you can do really is maximize the artifacts that you want for the character. That's the first step you have to do, and then after you maximize them, switch them around and see if you actually deal more damage against a very specific enemy. Remember the level of the enemy, maybe even go into domains, because in here the level is always the same. Which is quite handy. Okay. And I said, whoa. There's something about a nice trick to fight these characters here. It's pretty easy. See that? His left hand went up. And if he only lifts his left hand, that means he only swings once. And this means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. If he uses the other hand, he goes into a frenzy of attacks. There we go. Only one attack. And if you know that, you know exactly if you can step a little bit further away or not. And he goes into a frenzy yet again. There we go. And dash. Sweet. Like sometimes you need to aim at him with the archer, but only sometimes. Because he goes into range mode, even if you stand right next to him. And there's the frenzy again. There we go. And sometimes he even follows up with his little spin at the end. Only one attack. There we go. And he's lifting upwards. Therefore we go up and attack the eye. Wait down here. And all of this also opens up pretty nice ways of fighting this creature. It's pretty cool. And right now I'm not even using electricity. I'm just going all out with the fire damage because I can. But I'm not going to use the ultimate right now. Oh, no. And spin move. Sometimes uses a horizontal and sometimes a vertical spin move. This is kind of random. Or maybe it's also telegraphed and you have to just look much more careful. Come on, there we go. Come on. Where are you? Bam. I'm not dishing out too much damage, that's not cool. Okay, let's focus on this one. It's really annoying when they use this ice shot from the sky ability. There we go, like this one. Oh no. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Come on. There we go. Like sometimes they produce these fog stuff around them, which is quite annoying. There we go. That's weird. Why don't they produce this fog thingies right now? Because in the previous situations where I went into this domain just to farm them, basically, they were using this strange ice fog. And every time you stand in it, you take like 1000 damage every time. So you can't fight them that easily. It's just a little bit of a pain, to be honest. Anyway, you don't need an electric character in here if you just have a nice way to heal. Bennett is a nice healer. That's why I can use the... Ooh. Perfect. So, only problem with this is it has no... Well, I have to compare the substats on it. I think the substats don't really make that big of a difference now, do they? Substats... No, let's open Albedo's menu first. Wait a minute, what does he have? Yeah, this Firewalker. Was it Chalice? No, it was the Clock. This is crit rate, attack, HP. It's the same-ish. Just a little bit of a difference. This is the defense one. I got HP percentage, some more HP, which is useless on a character that is not on the field. Also attack percent. I would just have liked to see some defense flat or crit. I think, yeah, crit damage would be pretty cool. Maybe even energy recharge, but yeah. Let's take this one because it increased my damage by a ton. 40 something. Yeah, 20% increase. That would be sweet. Let's enhance that until it is maxed out. I think I'm actually going to end up without any items in the end. Yeah, energy recharge. Nice. Too bad we don't have any crit on it. Crit damage would have been so cool. Because you can end up with 20-something% crit damage. So you can focus on defense values at the top, or maybe even attack values, to boost up your base damage. And then if you end up having substats crit damage on it, that just boosts your eventual crit every now and then. But for me, the yeah, most of the crit damage actually comes from the weapon itself. It's like 50-something% crit damage that I just gain for, yeah, using it. Alright. It is already better. But I still have to... Oh no. I think I'm going to end up without any items anytime soon, because this is the defender set I'm already using up. Oh yeah. I will end up with only a few hundred... items every now. There we go. Just one more level up and I am maxed out on this one. Oh yes. Which is this time we got the HP. Anyway, 58% bonus compared to this one is... Can we even compare that? This is the sun. Ah, there we go. Level is up here. Compare that. What's the difference? Like, there are two different comparing methods of comparing in here. There's this one, which just lists the two items next to each other, and then there is the this menu over here. I can go into details, fast equip, and then go for Albedo. And this one lists all of the numbers that change. You get the arcade. Oh yes, I actually get another set effect with this. Oh, that's perfect. It not only does it increase my defense value by a lot, which is pretty neat. Okay, crit rate goes down by 2%. That's not that much. But yeah, the defense value goes up, which is cool. And another multiplier is added, the geo damage. So I should end up getting a safe, let's say 7,000 damage every now and then. I have to test this with another Ruin Guard. So let's switch that. And also lock this. All of the good stuff is now locked. Perfect. Perfect. Now what about his numbers? What about Albedo's numbers? 2,300. So it's a bonus of 200-ish defense. The problem is it's not multiplied on top of your character with the percentage. It's multiplied because of this. So I got a bonus, roughly 20% of this value here added on top of it. So it's not that much. What's a fifth of 700? A fifth of 700 is like 150. Yeah, that's kind of the result that we get. It's not exactly 150, I was going for 750 altogether, but anyway. So, there's another Ruin Guard over here, let's test it out. I know that I did a max of 5,400, 5,352 damage. And the helicals will actually tell me exactly how much damage I'm doing now. If I manage to crit, that is. There we go, 7,500. The damage increase is actually not that high. 7,400. Ooh. The items are flying off the shelves as well. I don't even know if that change in damage was that high or not. Come on, where are you? There. 8,100, that is perfect. And also the ultimate gets better. Ah, sweet. We're dishing out tons of damage now. Oh yeah. So what kind of level are you? Strange, we can't see the name of the creature. Maybe you have to get there we go. Alright. When it comes to this kind of situation, always use the downward strike to not get killed by the fall damage. But... And she's dead. Oh, come on. Always aim correctly. 2, 3. Okay, 7, 300, it's the same damage. Or at least the crit damage is the same, but the base damage goes up. Yeah, we do a save 3000 every time. That's pretty cool. Oh, no. I don't like this spinning move. Not at all. That's the only character that can actually fight it ranged. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Damn it, I didn't look at the level. Every time. Anyway, let's heal up our character. Be happy that we got the Petra first set effect, and now... don't even know what to do with it. Because the other item for Albedo is just a filler item, so that I can reach level 20 on it. Oh, no, it's not. That's a chalice. The chalice needs to be geo damage on top of this geo damage, so I can get even more geo damage. I think it's like 30% or so maximum. Who knows? Yeah, is physical damage slightly higher? It might be. I don't know if physical damage is higher or elemental damage is higher. Oh no, this is not even maxed out yet. Okay. Okay, I need to maximize him as well. Like, why don't I just do that? Ah, yeah, I could. At least the... I don't have the Firewalker on him, don't I? No. Yeah, what could I put on that? Attack, Hydro. Nah, I just want to use something useful on there. I don't have the other feather, do I? I could get the shield effect on it, but no. Affected by pyro, yeah, that is so important. Huh. And of course we got that stuff. Yeah, I need this in good. And yeah, I need the 4-piece set effect for the affected by pyro damage. Or I could use... What's the other one? What's the other fire thingy? This one. Pyro damage bonus goes up by 15%. Okay, this is just pyro corresponding increases overload and burning damage by 40%. You need electro or dendro on it first, increasing vaporize and melt damage by 15% using elemental skill. The 2-piece set effect bonus by... No. This is just elemental-ish focused. 150%. Nah, it's basically the same thing. Basically the same thing. Just... Nah, I think I'm much better with the power resistance on it though. Sadly. I could try to get a completely different set on there as well. I could try a attack percentage bonus, I think. Or maybe I could put this set. No, it wouldn't make that much sense. Maybe I could put this set on Albedo, and Albedo would deal 35% increased damage against characters affected by pyro, and this here is the one that affects the pyro. So he triggers this set effect so that Albedo can deal even more damage. Oh, that's good. Only problem about that though is that the damage overall on Albedo, yeah, it's already increased, and the defense is increased, so I need something that is but this one would be pretty cool. But the enemy has to burn all the time, so it's a strange little thing. Like, he is benefiting from his own kind of pyro affliction. I don't want him to just... That could be useful as well. If he can use the ultimate all the time, then why not just use this one? Using Elemental Burst increases all party members' attack by 20%. But Albedo is not utilizing attack, so he's not going to benefit from that much. So this is more like a self buff. What else we have? Attack goes up again. If the wielder of the increase the normal attack, yada yada yada. That's pretty sweet. But no. It boosts the attack and it boosts the normal damage. That's pretty neat. Whereas the other one would just generally increase damage. I just don't know how the 4-piece set effect is to be understood. Because it says increases damage against opponents affected by pyro by 35%. Does that mean that this character is the one... Like, if he gets the pyro on the enemy, everyone else benefits from it? Or if this character needs pyro in order to get to do more damage himself? It would be cool if this is a support-ish piece, but I think it's not. It's a self-buff again. It's so annoying. I just want this to be a support buff, but it's not. So this has to be on the support, actually, but it can't because it's useless. So the other set that I could utilize on him, though, it's not the Lava Walker. It's something completely different. But what could be useful? The normal and charge attack would be cool. The ultimate thingy would be pretty decent as well. Wait a minute, I don't have that one yet. At least not for this particular item. Wait a minute. There we go. Pyro damage. What a coincidence. Elemental burst damage goes up. He can use his burst damage fairly often. The only bonus here is that the attack goes up a little bit. I want something else to be useful here. Pyro damage, yeah. No, do we have increases charge attack damage by? Nope. What else do we have? I don't have any 5-star items, and only the 5-star items are actually the important ones. What else do we have here? Yeah, what about this one? Element. No, this is the one. This is the pyro thingy again. That's this one. Always have the same kind of items lying around. What about this one? Increases damage by 30% against opponents with more than 50%. No, you could just. Yeah, this is again the self buff. What needs to stand in here is it increases the damage by 30% against opponents with more than 50% HP for the whole party. So the word party needs to be written in there in order for this to make sense. And some sets actually do have that bonus. Like a kind of party buff. But it's not this one. I don't know. It might be a different one. The one with the strange ultimate. What about the... no, it's a 50% one again. What about the feathers? Do I have something useful in there? No. They're all... There we go. Using element burst regenerates... Okay, this is just energy regeneration. Elemental reaction increases all party members' elemental mastery. This is good if you have overloaded triggers or something. There we go. After using elemental skill, increases normal and charge attack damage by the unified. This is only for this particular character. For each different element present in your own party, the wearer's elemental rest to that corresponding element is increased by... No. This is... like, why would the wearer of this set would need more resistance against a certain element? This would only be useful as an item on Noelle. If you use Noelle or any other defense scaler, that scales a lot with defense, and Noelle might be the only one. And Noelle would gain even more resistance with this set. So the defender's will might be pretty decent on her. And then Noelle needs like all of the other elements possible for each different element. Yeah, so no duplicates. And then you also get, because it's 5 different elements, another resistance bonus on top of that. Increases charge attack crit by... Yeah, I don't have any other items. It sacrificed most of them. What I'm actually looking for is an item that increases the squad damage a little bit. But yeah, I wasn't in any other domains recently. It's just the same ones over and over and over again. What about this? Yeah, that could be the one. This is a nice support one. Animal damage bonus goes up by that. Increases swirl, but no, I don't have it. This is the healing. Increases healing. No. What other thing do we have? Let's just quickly go in there. Check what it has. The Gambler was pretty cool, wasn't it? Increases elemental skill damage by so much. Defeating an opponent. Nope. How do damage after creating elemental skill? Increase charge. Nope. Cryo damage when affected. Yeah, I don't have cryo characters in the team at the moment. No. This is the fire stuff. I already know both of those fiery thingies. I am looking for something completely different. This is talent. Then this is a singular domain. Same goes for this one. And we have the geo thing again. Come on. While protected by a shield, gain an additional 40% normal and charge attack damage. This is actually what Bennett would need. Like, he... and... So either he gets a bonus of pyro damage, or he gets a bonus of normal and charge attack damage. And then, of course, you have the shield itself that has any benefit on him. This is not it. Where was the fire one? The fire one was over here. Yeah, increases damage against opponents affected by pyro by 35%. No, this is a general increase in damage, whereas this one only affects the normal attack. What I want is for every every skill, everything on Bennett to deal more damage, not just the normal attacks. Maybe I have to split it out into two-piece effects. This is also a singular domain. Then this is electricity all the way around. It's damage caused by overloaded cryo and so on and so forth. Decreases elemental skill cooldown. Yeah, I can only kill once. That's actually damage caused by overloaded electro charge and superconduct by 40%. Triggering such effects decreases elemental skill cooldown by 1 second. If the elemental skill already is pretty low, that would make such a nice sense. Overloaded electro charged is water. Like, you would think that it just means that you have to use electro itself on the enemy, but now electro charged mean same as burning basically. You think that the pyro damage itself triggers it, or the pyro affliction triggers it itself, but no. Burning needs dendro before it, and electro charge needs water before it. So everything in here is a 2-elemental trigger that needs to happen, a reaction. Triggering such effects decreases and in order for this to happen more constantly, you would need another ice character for the superconduct, or a fire character that you can switch around. Like you switch towards fire, you trigger the fire reaction, you switch to electro, you trigger the electro reaction, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And both of them might have very high elemental mastery values. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, that would make an awful lot of sense. Switching back and forth between those characters all the time. Yeah, this is also not what we need. Okay, so who else might have some nice items that I could utilize? This is a general normal attack buff. Increases charge attack damage by... Nope. And of course we have the normal 4-star-ish kind of items. Huh. There's not that much variety in here. Or you could just use this one. The burst heals. Bam. In your face. What else do we have? What else do we have? Yeah. I'm just looking at the 4-piece set effect. But what if there's a nice 2-piece set effect? Defense? Yeah. Defense is pretty cool. Increase normal and... Nah. What was that one? Yeah, normal and charge attacks go up by another 25%. Was it elemental skill? Yeah. That happens almost all the time. Only problem is the values are shite. Like, you will sacrifice a lot of offensive capabilities if you don't have some items in gold versions, right? So this one, the 4-star ones, can be used on defensive characters, let's say. Most of the time flower and sometimes the feather, but only supports that are not on the field, because you need HP if you're on the field, and you need a base attack value because most of the characters scale with base attack. That is a slight problem. Yeah, this is just shield strength for Geo. This was... Nah, this was talent. Going back... Yeah, this one. I think yeah, I forgot this one. This one was the Gambler. Increases elemental skill damage by so and so much. That's pretty cool. On its own. The whole recovery thing... Nah, you need an enemy for this. You can just... do something else. Elemental burst goes up by another try. You can use this, the elemental burst, and the elemental skill bonus, so all of your skills get better. Using elemental burst increases all party members. Or you can just use this and benefit from it as well for 12 seconds. If you can manage, I don't think that's actually going to happen, to use another elemental burst after this one, you can have an infinitely, actually not infinite. You can only have one of those buffs active, I believe. Anyway, physical damage goes up by 25%. Yeah, you could use this one, 25% increase in damage, together with... No, you can't do any physical damage with the elemental skills. Elemental burst. That's interesting. Elemental skill, elemental burst, physical attacks. So it's basically all sorts of attacks that you have. Actually, no, it should be called normal and charged attacks instead of physical damage, because this is the element itself. It's not the thing that does the elemental damage. In this case, this one is the elemental burst skill, or talent that uses it. This is the elemental skill talent that uses it, and this should be a different one. Yeah, this was pyro thingy again, resistance or just pyro damage. Then this is hydro damage, this is cryo damage, so all of this is just a specific element. The other one over here might be resistance and damage of electro damage, and electro resistance, so similar to the fire versions of it. Like this one also has pyro damage and pyro resistance on it. Then strangely though, this is hydro damage and this is cryo damage. There's no cryo resistance. That's weird. Both of them are offensive. That is quite strange. No, there are not that many other domains in here anymore. The other items you can just get from these bosses. Attack goes up by 18%. Crit rate could go up. This is a really safe way of dishing out more damage. The problem is the values are shite. Damn it, where was the other attack bonus? I think it was the bravery set. Where can you get the bravery set? No, it's not this one. Where's the... Maybe it was this one. Nah, this is Lucky Dog. Where's the bravery thingy? It's not in here. Where can you get the bravery? That's also not it. Damn it, that's a teleporter. The bravery. Nah. There we go, that's the one. This is the 18%. So you can use the Heart of Bravery together with... What was the other 18% one? Damn it. Oh, together with this one, another 18%. Haven't I found another 18% somewhere? I don't know. That is just so cool. Charge attack crit rate goes up by 30%. But no, then you would need the full set of it, and then you can't deal any more damage. The thing is, just higher numbers altogether on the artifacts without thinking about the set are just much better than having some strange set effect. So whatever happens, if you just have the opportunity to get a better item altogether, use it. And if it even has higher primary or secondary values, benefit from those. Anyway, I talked an awful lot of about the sets and what to do with them. Let's just not do that. The Dragon Heart has been done now. Now I have to do some other nice missions in here. I could go with this. Oh no, wait a minute. I can do another quest in here. Then I can do the somewhere out in the open quest that I did. And then at some point I'm actually done with the whole Dragon Spine thing. So, the cook will be the one for the next mission. So, let's end this episode and continue with this guy at the next one. Until then, like and subscribe. Ta-ta!